Back again with another Tekken 8 training arc video. What is happening, guys? Hope you all are doing well. But before I begin, I want to acknowledge everybody who commented last video. Y'all are also starting your Tekken 8 training journey and getting ready for Tekken 8 through Tekken 7. And big ups for wanting to see more of this series, and big ups to yourself for enduring this process. But without further ado, let me tell y'all what I learned in the last week. So first of all, you see the wave dash? It kind of not nice. So I've got to definitely improve it. I think this is the fastest I can go. I can definitely tell you this though, that this might be the better side of my wave dash. It might just be. I mean, movement in Tekken 8 is so unique. I love it. I actually love the movement in 3D fighting games now. Like, it's just, yo, all of this space is available, not this place. Okay, definitely we don't use this too much. I mean, there are moves out of it, but we don't do that too much. So I really enjoy overall moving on this game. I must say though, it is encouraging me more and more to definitely get a controller, a better controller, possibly a hitbox or an arcade stick, because I'm interested in arcade sticks. Although the main man says don't get arcade sticks for Tekken, get the hitbox. You're gonna be making the better investment. It's just for nerds like him who love using arcade sticks. Get a hitbox. So I might consider it. I might do some training on the keyboard to see exactly how I would feel about getting a hitbox or so. But definitely, this is easy to get tired of doing. It kind of feels a bit weird, especially where Tekken is so intuitive with movement at times, but it's something you've got to do. But we're all here to see the electric wind hook fist progression. So currently my record is about 12 in a row. I've executed 12 in a row. That's the record. But live in front of you, let me show you what's been going on. It's kind of a little bit sucky still, but the execution has gotten a lot better. I feel like I actively know what I'm doing when I execute an electric wind hook fist. And I feel like when I do it like this, like, okay, let's just say I know how to get this. Definitely. I know how to slow it down. I know how to come up out of a wave dash, do these stuff. It feels more conscious when I don't do it. But like if I do it now, I know exactly where I messed up. I could take a step back. Oh, the carry on backdash? Nah, I'm not good at that at all. I haven't been practicing that much. But if I take a step back and I come back and I say, okay, where did I feel like I went wrong? You could adjust. Okay, I still made the same mistake. But then eventually you kind of break through and you see, okay, this is where I was slacking. And if you look at my inputs, definitely needs to be cleaned up a lot more. So that precision element kind of comes in the fact that, look, you see what I'm doing here? This is bad. If you do this wrong, don't just go on a tyrant of like spamming until you see the electric wind hook fist. You're just developing bad habits. What you want to do is take a step back and see exactly where you went wrong. Okay, I did it this time. Get a feeling of it again. Okay, great. Probably wave dash, wavu, or whatever they say. And you get an understanding of the movement and do that. Tekken 8 and well, Tekken on a whole is going to be a lot more about precision. There's not much windows open for you to really fail, and I'm really failing right now. Right, there's not much windows for you to fail in terms of execution. The window is very small, but it's a slow process. I didn't expect to be some beast on the electric wind hook fist after just doing it for a week or so. But it's a case where, sometimes it gets a little bit frustrating, but you really have to dial back a bit and see where am I going wrong on that execution. But it's a case where it's not about speed. I don't think like it's all about like just letting it rip. Like if you could do it like that, then go right ahead. I think it's more about a bit taking your time, understanding what these inputs are. What are you really pressing? And then you just kind of, slide into it. Just very easy. Very calm. I've noticed the calmer I am in matches, just taking my time, understanding what my opponent is doing, probably reading them a bit if they're not pressuring me too much. It becomes so much better, and that's why I want to show you guys some of these ranked matches that I've been taking part in. I've been getting my ass handed to me on rank, but that's part of the learning process, right? It's all about getting to know what these characters can do, especially what your options are. Figuring out possibly how you can punish better, figuring out what's fake, true replays. Yo, Tekken replay goated. The fact that I can go into a replay and still get tips on this move that your opponent is using, yeah, that's fake pressure. Or this move that your opponent is throwing out, did you know you could just crouch the second hit and then boom, punish them? It's a case where the replays are really good, and I believe that feature will not be forgotten in Tekken 8, and definitely we need it because there's so many characters, there's so many things that characters can do that you definitely need those features because yo, labbing 100 and something moves for each character, nah, that that's a lot. That's a lot of options that they got. But it's more so knowing how can you execute on your options as well. What's your best stuff? And, you know, seeing in those matches, I went like 15 with that Leroy in particular. I probably won like about 3. But he was cool enough to, you know, sometimes rack up the intensity, kind of slow it down a bit. And it felt like I was learning in the time. It was a point where like the better I did in matches was the more like I was just calm, looking at the scene, understanding what my character's limitations are, understanding what the advantages of the other players' characters are, and you know, just adjusting to suit. But in terms of that, the electric wind hook fist practice has definitely been to a point where I'm like, I'm a lot more confident in it. I think I landed it twice online against the Brian match that I had. But in terms of the overall execution, it's still something that has to be tight. Every time I'm off camera, I'm like cracked. Once I put on the camera to record, it's like it's a different vibe. Obviously, maybe it's the pressure of you guys being like, yo, this dude's chin sucks, bro. But 1 week in, I'm really enjoying this. I still can't wait for Tekken 8. That's going to be epic. But I want to get ready to that level so that when Tekken 8 comes out, my Jin is to a point where it's like, yeah, I could execute electrics, and then you understand the basics of Jin's game plan. You see this poke right here? Forward 4. My goodness, I love this move. This move is amazing. And when you train your opponents enough, you just do the forward 4, and you hold it down. I love his Zanshin stances, where you could go into various other options, that flying kick. Like, Jin has many things to do outside of, you know, the electric wind hook fist. But you still want to have it. I mean, it's what? +5 on block, and it's a combo starter. Come on. Why would you not want to understand this move in your arsenal? And then I feel like it really adds to the Tekken experience of those precise inputs and overall having a good time in terms of execution and really feeling like you're overcoming an obstacle or a challenge as you go on this journey to learn this character. And I really feel like that's one of the best measures I could have, you know, started with in terms of this training arc. But guys, what I'm gonna do next week, hopefully I can see where I can get in ranked. You know, enough of just labbing. Let's see what I can do on rank. Let's see if I could get those punishes out. Let's see if I could get those games looking better and overall increase rank. And you know what, let me give y'all one more electric wind hook fist for the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Yeah.